screw gauge, next instrument we are going to see. So it is an instrument that can measure the dimensions up to 1 by 100 of a millimeter, that is 0.01 millimeter dimensions also can easily and accurately measured by the instrument called screw gauge. With the screw gauge, it is possible to measure the diameter of a thin wire, that is nothing but the thickness of a wire or a thickness of the thin metallic plates. So these that means its thickness, how much millimeter or how much centimeter we can easily measure with the help of screw gauge. So screw gauge is an instrument to measure the dimensions up to 0.01 millimeter. But the vernier caliper is used to measure the length up to 0.1 millimeter. So see the difference, that is vernier caliper is 0.1 and screw gauge is 0.01 millimeter. Now I am going to explain about the description of the screw gauge. That means how the screw gauge is arranged. So it contains, that is it consists of U-shaped metal frame. I will show the picture. Now first you see the theory part. See, the screw gauge consists of a U-shaped metal frame. That is a U-shaped metal frame. A hollow cylinder is attached to one end of the frame. That is a short why I am giving. A hollow cylinder is attached to one end of the frame. The grooves which are cut on the inner surface of the cylinder through which a screw is passes. That means there is after seeing the picture you will easily understand. The grooves are cut on the inner surface of the cylinder through which a screw is passed. we saw that how the screw gauge is used to measure the thickness of a wire or a thickness of the metallic glass plates. So I think this by seeing this video, you children all understood very well. So that's all children, thank you. Children, in the last video, we saw that using vernier caliper and the screw gauge, we can easily determine the length of the object or the dimensions of the object. That means the thickness of the object can be easily and accurately measured by screw gauge. So now we are going to see how the mass can be determined. That is measurement of mass and weight. See, we commonly use the term weight, which is actually the mass. So we thought that weight and mass are same meaning, but it is actually different. Many things are measured in terms of mass in the commercial world. The SI unit of mass is kilogram. In any case, the units are based on the items purchased. For example, if you buy gold in gold shop, it will be expressed in gram or milligram. Suppose if you go for medicines to buy, medicines in milligram only. But for provisions, which may be in gram and kilograms. But in heavy log or wood something means it can be expressed in, that is cargo, in tons. So can we use the same instrument for measuring all those things, that is gold, medicines, provisions and cargo items? No, we cannot use. So different measuring devices have to be used for items for small and larger masses. So today we are going to see some of the instruments which are used for measuring the masses. There is a different types of balances we are going to see. Now I am going to explain what is mass. A mass is a fundamental quantity and it is the amount of matter contained in it, and the mass of the body is always constant, and the SI unit of mass is kilogram, and 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. That means these are the mass property. Now the first type of measuring instrument is common balance. What is common balance? We mostly see in many shops. A body whose mass is to be determined. This is one, we are going to determine the weight of mangoes. So a body whose mass is to be determined is placed on the left hand pan, and the standard mass, that is the weights like 1 kg or 2 kg, they are called as standard reference mass, are added to the right hand pan until the pointer attached to its horizontal beam remains vertical. This beam, we know this beam is a horizontal beam, and the pointer, this one, should be vertical. Then only both the left hand and the right hand pans weights are equal. So a beam balance compares the sample mass with a standard reference mass. This balance can measure the mass accurately up to 5 gram. The second type of balance is physical balance. This balance is used in labs, that is laboratory, and is similar to the beam balance, but it is a lot more sensitive than the common balance. And it can measure the mass of the object correct to the milligram. That is, it is a very sensitive when compared to the common balance, and it is a sensitive physical balance which measures mass up to milligram accurately. The standard reference masses used in the physical balance are 10 mg, that is 10 milligram, 20 milligram, 50 milligram, and it is going on up to 500 milligram, 1 gram, 2 gram, up to 200 gram. The third type of balance is digital balance. Nowadays, for accurate measurements, digital balancers are used, which is mostly used nowadays in all the shops, which measures the mass accurately even up to few milligrams. The least value will be a 10 milligram. This electrical device, which is easy to handle and commonly used in jewelry shops as well as labs. It is used to accurate and for quick measurement of weight. It works on the strain gauge scale principle. The last type of balance is spring balance. This balance helps us to find the weight of an object. See, the last one, that is common balance, physical balance and digital balance, they are used to find the mass of an object. But spring balance is used to measure the weight of an object. It consists of spring fixed at one end, that is a spring fixed at the one end, and a hook is attached to the rod. This is a hook and which is attached to the rod at the other end. It works by Hooke's law. What do you mean by Hooke's law? It states that the addition of weight produces a proportional increase in the length of the spring. That means if the weight is increases means the length of the spring also increases. That is both the weight, mass of the substance, that is weight of the substance, as well as the length of the spring, they are directly proportional. So a pointer is attached to the rod which slides over a graduated scale on the right. This is a graduated scale. The spring extends according to the weight attached to the hook, and the pointer rates the weight of the object on the scale. So this spring balance which is used to find the weight of an object. Now we are going to see the difference between mass and weight. So what is the main difference between mass and weight? Very important question. Now we are going to see. Mass, weight. Based on definition, how these two vary. Mass is the quantity of the matter contained in a body. A weight is the measurement of the gravitational force acting on an object. See, these both are definition. Define mass is the quantity of matter contained in a body. Weight is the measurement of the gravitational force which is acting on that object. Based on gravity, how the mass and weight vary. Mass is always constant at any place and any time. That means it should not vary with the place and time. The mass value is always equal to constant. The weight of an object depends on the gravity at that place. That means suppose if weight of an object, they always depends upon the place gravity. That means what are the gravitational force present at that place, which depends upon that weight. Next type of quantity. Mass is a scalar quantity. What do you mean by scalar? That means the mass value only depend upon the magnitude alone, not depending upon the direction. Here weight is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude as well as the direction, that is directed towards the center of the earth. Next, the fourth point, based on measuring instrument. Mass is measured using a pan balance, that is a physical or common balance, and a triple beam balance or lever balance or electronic balance. Here all the balances we can use except the spring balance, but weight is measured only by using a spring balance. So this is the main difference. The next point, depending on the value, mass can never be zero. I already told mass value never be changed according to place and time. So its value can never be equal to zero. But weight can be zero if there is no gravity acts upon an object, as in space. So in space, the weight of an object is equal to zero. But mass, they can never be zero. Then unit of measurement. We know mass is expressed in gram, kilogram and milligram, and the SI unit is kilogram. But weight is expressed in Newton. So far children, we all discussed about that mass, then how the mass is measured by using balances, that is physical balance, common balance and digital balance, and weights can be measured by using a spring balance. And now we saw about the difference between the mass and weight. So very important questions. So okay children, so today we finish our first chapter in physics, that is measurement. So in the next class, in the next video, we will discuss about the chemistry topic. Thank you children.